Southampton that I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, I guess we had a mediocre team that year. You know, it's been real close, but we never had beat a real good team that year. But we went down there, we got it together, played fantastic football, and knocked them out of the playoffs that year.
Edwards and Lunenburg are the captains for the Radford Bobcats. Todd King, Brian Denham, and Todd Massey for the Graham High School G-Men All Seniors. Tonight we had the parents down on the field celebrating their last regular season game with their teenage sons.
Yes, that brings back memories.
Speaking of memories, Dan, you celebrating a birthday tomorrow?
Well, I might.
How old are you going to be, Dan?
Less than that.
Okay, we're waiting the toss of the coin out there. We'll see what's happening out there. We'll get ready to start this football game. I can't wait for this one to start.
This will be a heck of a game, kids.
A lot at stake. The Radford Bobcats have won the toss, and they have elected to kick off to the Graham High School G-Men. And we'll see from which side in just a second. I think the referee's taking short orders down there.
Better send out for a lot of hot chocolate tonight, hadn't he?
That's right. Well, you know, with Denham down there, he's probably sending out for about 13 cheeseburgers. G-Men will receive, if you're looking at your radio dial, if you look from left to right, the G-Men will be on the left side, the Radford Bobcats will be on the right. If it's a digital, it's a guessing game. Bobcats and the G-Men, game number 10, ready to get underway. And kicking the football for the Radford Bobcats tonight will be Casey Underwood. But they were real quick last year, and we took it to them.
I'll tell you what, these guys are fired up and ready to get this game going, and we're going to see a lot of big hits and good plays here tonight, I do believe.
You're in to Graham High School football, 1991 on WVDY, FM 106.3, serving Bluefield, Princeton, and Tazewell. Casey Underwood now set to kick. And it's hammer time with the band. There's the whistle. Edwards signals to Underwood. Underwood approaches the football, and this one is underway. It's going to be taken by Ridley at the 9-yard line. 15, 20, 25. Ridley with some running room and all the way up to the 36-yard line where the G-Men will operate first and 10.
Great opening on a kickoff there. Took it about the 5-yard line, broke it back to the right, had a good wall set up, and was able to get up here around the 36-yard line.
The stop made by Jim Richardson, and that was a good run back. I'll tell you what, that was a couple of blocks away from 6.
I thought he was going to go, to be honest with you. That last tackle there slowed him down.
Rick, please, don't be honest with me. G-Men, first and 10 from the 36. They send Ridley out wide to the right. They operate from the eye. Dudley to throw, looking downfield. Looking for Ridley. Ridley, it is almost intercepted and broken up. Double coverage on the play.
Tell you what, he was well covered. They had 2 defenders following Greg down the right sideline over here, and it had to have been a perfect pass for him to be able to pull that one down.
Casey Underwood and Willie Delaney on the defensive coverage for the Radford Bobcats. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Once again, Dudley, I believe they'll kind of telegraph it a little bit. He didn't look anywhere but at Ridley.
Receiver only.
From the wishbone, 2nd down 10, G-Men. Dudley surveys the line box of signals, takes the snap, and gives the handoff in there to Belcher.
Just that little power play trap off the left side tackle over there, trying to get it up the middle and get the line of scrimmage going there for G-Men.
Belcher checks out and Ridley checks in.
Number 85, Jim Richardson made that tackle again there, Cass.
He's been on a couple of stops already. It's 3rd down and 7. Well, we've only had 2 plays, so he's been on both of them. 3rd down and 7, G-Men from our own 38-yard line. 11:01 remaining first quarter, no score. Dudley pitches back to Brent Surface. Surface being chased, and he will be short of the first down at about the 43 to 44-yard line. Stop made by
number 57, Dickie Good.
Stop made back. That's what is it, Papa Umau Mau? That was Dickie Good. They made the stop.
They tried to come with a little quick pitch sweep to the right side over here, and Radford's defensive end did exactly what he was supposed to do and stayed home and turned him back to the middle.
But the G-Men got 8, so I don't feel too bad about that first offensive showing. Brian Denham now set to kick, and dropping back deep will be Edwards and Pearson. Denham gets a good kickoff. Boy, that one went for a long ways, and it's going to be fielded and fumbled at the 8-yard line of the 10. And the G-men have got him down at the 7-yard line. A great tackle made by Greg Ridley.
Well, Ridley made one heck of a stop on that catch. A super play, defensive play.
Super play. The ball was just a little too cold for him to be able to hang on to, and he bobbled it and he hit the ground. And Graham defense was well down the field covering the punt.
It's first down and 10 for the Radford Bobcats. They'll operate from their own 8-yard line.
That was about a 54-yard punt in the air.
And here come the Radford Bobcats. They'll send one man wide out to the right. They operate from the I. Edwards is the tailback. Lindenberg, the quarterback, barks the signals. Takes the snap, and again, this to the tailback, Edwards, and Edwards has a couple of yards and is thrown out of bounds. Ridley in on that tackle, along with
Belcher and number 64, Steve Bunker.
Yeah, but he's trying to come off the left tackle over here, and that's what we was talking about. The Graham corners turned him back in, and the linebackers were sitting in a hold of weight on him.
9:48 remaining first quarter. G-men trying to put the stops on Tommy Edwards, the talented tailback, the Radford Bobcats, who has rushed for 1,600 yards this year. Second down, Lindenberg looks to throw. He's got a man in the flat. It is complete, but he is caught and tackled. A beautiful little stop made in there by Brett Surface.
I'll tell you, Kiss, right now our defense is doing the job right now. One more down, hold them there. It's going to sack the G-men up here if we can hold them this first series.
Yeah, Graham defense has got to be coming on this play and shut them down on third down so we can get this ball back.
It is third down and 4. The ball rests at the Radford 15. Wideouts to both sides. They operate from the I. Lindenberg with Edwards at tailback. Lindenberg barks the signals. Trying to draw the G-men off sides, looks to throw at the other side of the flat, and it's incomplete. A beautiful play by Greg Ridley and Rodney Bailey.
Belcher made a heck of a play on that cast. He hit him just at the right time. Ridley came in there and almost got that ball.
Trying to run that little quick slant into the middle there, and I tell you what, Belcher played it beautifully, and I thought Greg had him a pick off and was going to head to the end zone with it.
Well, I'll tell you this, that intended receiver, Willie Delaney, felt the heat of the G-men D just then. There is a timeout on the field. Radford with a score 0-0. We'll pause for 60 seconds.
It's sale time at Ramey's, and just in time for Christmas with each purchase at Ramey Toyota Chrysler Plymouth Dodge.
6-pack 12-ounce cans only $2.19, and 3 regular-size Hershey candy bars only 99 cents at Shortstop.
Casey Underwood now set the punt for the Bobcats from his own 2-yard line. Gets the snap, gets the kickoff. It's a short one. It's going to be fielded, I believe, by Brett Surface. Brett fields at his own 40. Coming around the sidelines, hit one time. Fumbles, no, he didn't fumble the football, but he slipped out of bounds at the 45. It'll be first down and 10 G-men.
Tell you what, that was one of those low line drive kicks coming in, and it was hard to handle. Got about 2 bounces on the ground, and Brent was able to catch it running backwards and really did a good job to get it back up the field.
Number 57, Dickie Good, made the tackle there for the Bobcats.
Great field position for the G-men on their second offensive series. First down and 10 from our own 45-yard line. 8:50 remaining first quarter. G-men from the wishbone. Dudley surveys that defensive line, barks the signals, takes the snap, fakes to Ridley, gives the Surface on the crossbuck trap, and Brett's got about 4 yards.
Tell you what, it's a good-looking play developing, but these Radford ends are going to be hard to get around tonight. These guys are well coached and playing the corners well. We're going to have to get those ends kicked out of there.
Wayne Lindenberg made the stop that time.
Yes, I'll tell you what, I got a good feeling about this game so far there. It's like 2 big sparring partners hitting right now. Somebody's going to break something in a minute, though.
Second down and 7, G-men. They only give them 3 from the wishbone and their own 49-yard line. Dudley takes the snap and gives in the middle to Banks on the dive, and Billy's up over midfield to the Radford 48-yard line. It'll be third down.
Time to play a little power football up the middle, see if we can get their defensive line moving backwards.
Number 60, Sam Warren made the stop on that one, Cass.
This is classic Graham High School football offense.
Big third down here. We need to turn this one into a first and keep the ball, and let's keep the drive alive.
Third down and 4, G-men from the Radford 48-yard line. Todd King goes out wide to the left. They operate from the wishbone. Dudley takes the snap and gives to Banks, and Banks breaks it. Banks has the first down, and he's all the way up to the Radford 33-yard line.
Tell you what, good fake by Bill that time. They just hit the quick hit that time up the middle, and it didn't really look like he stuck the ball in there, and he's able to get it down yards field for about 10 yards in the first down.
Number 8, Willie Delaney, made a saving tackle on that. That would have been 6.
Excellent hand movement in the backfield by Bill Dudley. Caused that play to go. Billy Banks, big yardage. First and 10 from the Radford 32. Dudley takes the snap and gives once again to Banks on the dive. Billy a little bit short this time, maybe 2 or 3 yards.
That's one of those plays, if it worked one time, let's try it again. But this time the Radford defense was home waiting and didn't bite on the fake.
In the press box right now, the guy who would be going in and replacing Greg Ridley, Charlie Stiltner, in the press box with us tonight. We'll be talking to Charlie a little bit later on, probably at halftime. Also coming up at halftime, we'll be talking to Nick Colabro, the head coach of the Gate City Blue Devils, who are awaiting the final outcome of this game. It's second down and 5 G-men from the Radford 28. There's the snap from center. Crossbar trap to Ridley. Ridley's got some running room and a great cut, and he's all the way up to the 20-yard line. It is a first down for the G-men. Casey Underwood makes a stop for Radford.
Beautiful little misdirection on Graham's behalf that time. They started it back to the right and then caught Greg coming back across the left, across tackle, and had a nice gain on the play. Good hold by the Graham offensive line.
Power running by Graham right now. Good power running.
The G-men look like they're on a mission tonight, both offensively and defensively thus far. First down and 10, Dudley. On the keeper, Dudley's got the run at the 10. 5, touchdown,
Beautiful fake. He pulled it out there, stuck it out like a pitch, and saw the hole and tucked it in and was gone to the end zone.
It's 6-0 with 6:20 remaining first quarter. G-men on top of the unbeaten Radford Bobcats, ranked number 2 in the state. Is the jinx going to work again? Is there a jinx on the Bobcats against the G-men?
Well, I'll tell you, we got a lot of uphill to go down yet, kids, but how sweet it is to get those first points on the game.
Could be the difference in the ball game, but momentum. Get it early and keep it going.
Austin, who kicked a 47-yard field goal last week, kicks the extra point. It's good with the score. The G-men 7, the Radford Bobcats nothing. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
J&M Heating and Air Conditioning, your Lennox sound on energy cost. And now through November 30th, you'll receive a $400 cash rebate from Lennox.
If we lose tonight, we go to Gate City. But, boy, I'll tell you what, the way things are going right now, the G-men look awful hot to me. Delaney, Pearson, and Edwards back deep for the Radford Bobcats. And Chris Austin gets set to put the foot to it. And that's a good kick. It's going to be come down and fielded at the 3-yard line by Tommy Edwards, bringing it up the field on the right side. And Edwards is tripped up by the first man.
That's Mr. Mike Gregory. Came down the left side there and contained the runner and got past some good blocks that was set up for him and made a super tackle down there to bring him down.
Mike Gregory, one of them Springville boys.
How sweet they are.
That's going to be a good one, too.
So the Bobcats will look at first down at 10. They'll operate from their own 20-yard line, an 18-yard return by Tommy Edwards. They break from the huddle, and they'll send one wide receiver to the left in Dwayne Pearson. From the eye, Lindenberg pitches back to Edwards, the tailback, and Edwards gets about 4 or 5 yards. But Greg Ridley and crew stayed at home and waited for him. Steve Bunker made the initial hit.
Tried to bring it up off the right side, right between the tackle and guard. There was a good hole there, but luckily, and as we've seen all year, those Graham linebackers are hard to hit you in the middle right there.
It's going to be second down and a long, well, we'll call it second down and a short 6. One lone back. Lindenberg at quarterback, barks the signals, takes the snap and gives to Edwards. And Edwards fights for a couple of yards. He'll be short of a first down. They'll mark it at about the 30-yard line. Chris Austin makes a stop.
I tell you what worries me after watching him run right there was after he got into the hole, there was about 4 red jerseys on him, and just simple power was able to pick up about 3 more yards for him.
Chris shot in there that time, wrapped in big arms around him, and just wouldn't turn loose of him, Kiss.
It'll be third down and 1 for the Bobcats. They operate from their own 29-yard line. 4:55 remaining first quarter. G-men on top, 7-zip. Edwards, the lone back. Lindenberg, the quarterback, takes the snap, gives to Edwards. He's caught. The G-men stop and hold.
I tell you, that was pretty. They shot in there that time. number 61 there, Todd Massey, made the initial hit.
I'll tell you what, it's just simply great to see this Graham defense fired up, looking like they're coming for the ball. I counted about 6 red jerseys getting up off the ball that time after they got him down.
Josh Hornbarger also helping out on that stop. And Underwood is set to punt again for the second time tonight. And boy, that is sweet. He gets a good snap from center, and he gets another low punt off. It'll be fielded by Mike Gregory, who fumbles it, falls on it. And I believe that Radford has the football as Gregory fumbled it, and Radford will operate 1st and 10 from the G-Men 41-yard line.
Number 9, Brandon Byers for Radford. Fell on the ball that time, Guess.
I'll tell you what, guys, on a cold night like tonight, when the ball gets cold and it's really hard coming into your hands and your hands are cold, and those low line drive punts like that or a hard pass, it's really difficult to hang on to the ball.
Turnovers are always the key in high school football, and that's the first one tonight. Let's see if the Radford Bobcats can capitalize on it. They'll operate 1st and 10 from the G-Men 41. Wideouts to both sides. They operate from the I. Lenenberg takes a snap, looks to throw in the flat, almost intercepted, and it was caught. Todd King got a hand on it and was ready to steal it and take it down the sidelines, and it was caught in there by Willie Delaney for a first down.
That's just what I was telling you. He had his hands right up there. It went through both of them. Were just too cold to clamp onto the ball and tipped it up, and the Radford receiver was able to catch it.
And the ball was just thrown too hard that close to him there, or that would have been 6.
Todd King's got just about the best hands on the G-Men football team. First down at 10, Radford from the G-Men 35. Once again, wideouts both sides. They operate from the I. Lenenberg drops back to pass the draw to Edwards. Edwards has some running room, but is caught at the 25. The stop made by Todd King and Greg Ridley.
Tell you what, the draw started off real good, but that Graham defense just didn't bite on it, and they wasn't going to go for the big yards that they was looking for.
They closed in quick on Tommy Edwards, and you have to, because if you don't, he's gone.
This is a big series of downs, Kiss. We need to hold them here. 2 more downs.
Delaney checks out of the football game for the Radford Bobcats. Chris Harrison moves out wide to the right. Dwayne Pearson wide to the left. Lenenberg with a 2nd down 6 situation from the G-Men 26. Takes the snap, looks to throw, dropping back. He's got good protection, looks in the flat. He'll run it, and he'll be caught. He'll be close to the first down, and a nice stop made in there by Brian Denham and Todd King.
I'll tell you what, he was sitting back here in the pocket with plenty of time, and his primary receiver had slipped and fell down here on the left side, and once that had happened, he had no choice but to try to turn it up the field.
He had some blocking over on the right side there. If he could have got to the outside, he'd got some major yards.
Harrison checks out, Delaney checks in. We look at 3rd down and 2, Radford from the G-Men 22. 2:11 remaining in the first quarter. Wideouts, both sides. From the I, Edwards the tailback. There's the snap from center. Lenenberg looks to throw. He's got a man in the flat, has the first down, and Greg Ridley wrestles him down to the 10-yard line. That was complete to Willie Delaney.
Say what, that right side, what I call just a little quick button hook about 5 yards down and turn in and look back at your quarterback. And he ran right to the first down marker and got about a yard past it and turned around and was waiting for the pass.
That ball was zipped right in there. Just as soon as he turned around, the ball was there.
And you noticed he was catching it cradled in next to his stomach. He didn't try to catch it just with his hands.
One wide receiver to the left. They've got a flanker left. They operate from the I. Lenenberg now from the 9-yard line. 1st and goal to give it to Edwards, and he's stacked up at the 10-yard line, and what a hit.
That little quick pitch trying to get going on the right side, but those Graham ends and line.
I tell you what, you have about 500 pounds or plus.
Hard line now for the Radford Bobcats. And when we get this play underway, we'll be at about 60 ticks left in the first quarter. G-Men on top 7-0. Wideouts both sides from the I. Lenenberg looks to throw, drops back. He's got a man in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Beautifully broken up in there by Belcher in the end zone.
That ball was right there. Belcher played one super back that time.
I tell you what, he couldn't have played it any better. He stayed back and stayed a couple yards within the receiver, and he made his break about the same time the pass was getting to the receiver, and was a beautiful hand came up there to knock the ball down from making the reception.
Anytime that you knock down a reception in your G-Man, you have a beautiful hand. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now, Radford. I think that one might have been out of the end zone anyway. 3rd down and 10. That's third down and goal from the 10. Lindenberg looks to throw, looks to the flat. He's got a man. It's complete, and he gets it to about the 3-yard line. It'll be fourth down and goal. That one complete. Again, the Willie Delaney.
Belcher again, and Todd Keene made the stop.
They set him up wide on the left side here, and he looked like he was going to go deep, and then broke his pattern off there about the 5-yard line and just waited for a quick little pass.
It is fourth down and goal, and it looks as if the Radford Bobcats are going to go for 3 as Casey Underwood checks into the football game. This will be a 20-yard attempt for the Radford Bobcats. 23 seconds remaining first quarter. There's the snap from center. The kick is up, and it is good with the score. The G-Men 7, Radford 3. I want to buy some land. All you need to remember is this one name. Regency Real Estate and Auction to be a real good football game going here.
We just got to hold down on the turnovers. These turnovers are going to kill us. This one here cost us 3. We was lucky to get out with only 3, but we need to hang on to the ball.
The defense did hold the Bobcats to 3, though, and that's a plus in favor of the G-Men. Casey Underwood now set to kick off after putting 3 on the board for the Bobcats. Surface, Ridley, and it's a squibbler, and it's fielded by Graham Thompson. Fall on the ball, son. There you go.
That old ball is cold and slick tonight out there, Cass.
It was fielded. Graham Thompson tried to field the ball, then Billy Banks picked it up and fell on it smartly. It'll be first down and 10 G-Men. They'll operate from their own 27.
Best thing you can do when that old cold ball is on the ground like that is just to get on top of it and cover it. There's no need to try to pick it up.
It's an old cold wet ball.
Dry ball tonight.
First down and 10 from the wishbone, Dudley. And there's an official time. We'll pause for 30. First down and 10 from their own 27. G-Men are on top, 7-3. From the wishbone, Dudley takes the snap from center, gives to Brent Surface, and Brent will pick up a yard, if that. It will be second down.
Tried that little double power up the middle there. Send 2 backs in front of him, hand it to the third man. But the Radford defense was well stuck into the middle right there.
Number 74, Todd. How do you pronounce that, kid?
I would say Punches.
That sounds good.
Second down and 9. Gain of 1 on the play. G-Men operate now from their own 28-yard line.
I believe it's time to run the option play again.
We'll see what the call is. Dudley takes the snap and gives in the middle. Fake the option. Banks on the carry, and Banks has got maybe a yard, and he is knocked for a loop. Tom Tinley, the initial hit for Radford.
Tell you what, he was running hard up through there. There was only one man hanging on to him. He was trying to drag him before he finally got some more help over there to take him down.
He was pulling him with that left foot.
He was dragging him, wasn't he?
He was trying to get loose.
Belcher checks out, and Ridley comes in with a play from Gary Williams. It'll be third down and 8 G-Men. They operate from their own 30-yard line. From the bone, Dudley barks the signals, takes the snap, gives in the middle to Banks, pitches back. The Ridley was a fake, and a good one, and Ridley will be knocked out of bounds, short of the first down at about the 36, 37-yard line.
I tell you what, I believe this one's going to be close enough to measure. He's going to be fairly close to it. He may come up maybe a half a yard short or so.
This is going to be real close.
G-Men, and Ridley with a little second effort there. He got hit at about the 35-yard line, and he needed to get to about the 37.5.
I can't see where they placed it for the grand players down here, but I tell you what, looking across the field, it's going to be pretty much on the money on that marker.
Well, they're going to measure it. Everybody out there by your radio, cross your fingers.
We need this one.
And let's see. I haven't made a call yet.
Boy, it must be close. No, it's short. It's going to be short because he's
short by about an inch.
About a turn of a football right there would have had a first down.
So now it will be fourth down, and I don't believe, well, I tell you what I'd do.
What would you do, kid?
I'd go for the long count and see if I couldn't draw them off sides.
That'd be a good idea.
What would you do, Rick?
I'd have to agree with you, Cass. I'd either try to draw them off with an audible signal, and I believe that's what they'll set up to do. It'll surprise me if they run it.
There's too much at stake in this game. I'll be surprised, too. Well, maybe the Bobcats will be surprised. Let's see what happens. Fourth down and inches for a G-Men first down from their own 31-yard line. G-Men on top 7-3. 10:44 remaining in the half.
They're going for it.
Dudley takes the snap, and it's a first down, G-Men. Billy Banks fights his way up to about the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, they just gave it right to the big guy and plowed it right up the middle, and there was no going to be stopping him that time. He had good momentum when he got to the line.
He had a right good blocker in the backfield with him in Brian Denham, didn't he?
That's right. And psychologically, that puts the age back on the G-Men side right now.
Momentum-wise, there's no mistake about that. 7-3 the score. First and 10 G-Men from our own 40-yard line now. Dudley brings the team out of the huddle. They operate once again from the wishbone. Todd King comes out wide to the left. Dudley takes a snap, looks to throw, and it is almost intercepted. It was intended for Todd King. Dudley threw it behind Todd.
Got tipped there at the line of scrimmage. Looked like one of the defensive guys got their hand up on the ball, and it got tipped up there 2 different times before it finally hit the ground.
That looked like number 57, Dickie Good. Rich had great old big right arm up there and just barely tipped it, Cass.
Dickie Good done good on that one. Second down at 10. G-Men still throwing 40-yard line. G-Men mixing it up a little bit offensively, which is a good sign. From the wishbone, second down 10. Dudley takes the snap. Gives to Banks in the middle, and Billy gets about 3 yards.
Tell you what, trying to bring it right back up the middle again, trying, power football. Let's get the line of scrimmage dominated, and then we'll break it to the outside. And so far, we're able to get, 1-2 yards each time we come up the middle.
And it works physically on the other team, and it works mentally as well.
Number 76, Tom Tinley, made that stop, Cass.
We're under 10 minutes to play first half. G-Men on top 7-3, third and 8 from their own 48. There's the snap from center. Dudley on the crossbuck trap to Brent Surface, and Brent gets some good yardage, but he'll be short of a first down. They needed to get to midfield. He gets to the 48 where Willie Delaney makes a stop.
See what, Brent had to corner turn and then cut it back into the middle, and the safety was able to come across and bring him about 3 yards short of a first down on that one.
This time the G-Men elect to punt the football with a 4th and 2 situation, and dropping back deep is Mr. Dangerous, Tommy Edwards. Check that, Edwards is not out there this time. It's Hairston and Willie Delaney. Hairston and Delaney back deep for the Bobcats. Denham set the punt. Brian will be marking it. He'll be kicking from about his own 33-yard line. Delaney and Hairston stand at their own 22. Brian gets a good snap from center and a nice punt. It's going to be fielded by Hairston at the 24. Breaks one tackle and is dumped at about the 29-yard line. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
This month at Ramey and Tazewell, Jimmy Ramey is giving away shotguns, rifles, and half-carat diamond cluster rings. These are a big hit with the ladies. See what I mean? Get your choice of a shotgun, rifle, or a half-carat diamond cluster ring at Ramey, Route 460, Tazewell.
First down and 10, Radford from their own 29-yard line. Lindenberg, the quarterback, with one lone back in Tommy Edwards, and somebody from the Bobcats jumped early.
Number 79. Let's see who that is, Cass. Jason Garden.
Back her up 5 and make it first and 15. We'll take it, right?
Hey, we'll take it anytime.
Anytime you get first and 15, it makes it actually, folks, it makes head coach Carlock's hair that is gray turn darker. It turns almost back to its normal color.
Well, I thought you was going to say that little bit of hair grow a little bit.
He's got plenty of hair left. First down and 15, Radford Bobcats. They operate now from their own 24-yard line with 8:24 and counting. Once again, Edwards, the only back with Lindenberg. There's a snap from center. They give us to Edwards, and Edwards picks up about 4. That 5 they lost on the penalty. It'll be second down and 11.
See, well, it looks like Radford's going to try a little power football of her own to get the line of scrimmage going there. He just broke it up off the left side and was able to churn out about 5 yards on that play.
Steve Bunker got a shoestring tackle on there, but his momentum still got him about 4 yards.
See what, these Radford backs are quick to get going on the snap. They're hitting the holes real quick.
Second down and 10 Bobcats. Wideouts both sides. They operate from the eye. There's the snap from center. Lindenberg looks to throw, looking downfield. Dodges one man, dodges another, and it's caught from behind.
Boy, that was sweet and pretty. Steve Bunker came in from behind there. He had to fight about 3 defenders off there, but he still got him, Kiss.
Bunker and Austin make the stop for the G-men, and a big one it was. It'll be third down and about 12 for Radford Bobcat first down.
Beautiful coverage back here in the secondary on these receivers. They was well covered, and he just had nobody to throw to. Had decent protection, but just couldn't hold on for real long under that coverage.
Pearson and Delaney are wide outs to either side. They operate from the eye, and Lindenberg looks to throw. Looks downfield. He's got a man. It is complete and good for the first down to Willie Delaney, and a great throw.
Tackle made by Belcher over there again. A saving touchdown tackle, Cass.
See what, nice pass pattern. Just ran a little post pattern towards the sidelines over there and was able to pull the pass in. Nicely thrown. And good defense by Graham to be able to track him down and get him down on the sideline before he got down the field.
G-Man got a little pressure on Lindenberg that time, and Lindenberg stood in the pocket, waited it out, and waited for the man to get open and threw it in there for a strike. First down and 10. Radford from their own 48. 7-3. Graham on top. Wideouts both sides. Lindenberg barks the signals, takes the snap, looks to throw, looking in the flat, and he'll be caught this time. Nobody to go to. Loss of 3 on the play.
Our defensive ends came in that time. They kept fighting off, and they done it that time, Rick.
They sure did. Looks like, I believe it's Graham Thompson over on the right side. He took a big block and just played right off of it and came right back to the ball to get him before he ever got back to the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Radford has played a fantastic game back here in the backfield, keeping our ends out of there. But that time we got to them.
Yes, they are.
Here they come, Bobcats from the eye from their own 41. 2 wideouts, and Lindenberg dropping back to throw again. Looks downfield in the flat, and it is overthrown that time. This time it was intended for Harrison. Brent Surface, Brian Denham, Greg Ridley, all in on the coverage for the G-Men.
A big third down coming up.
I tell you what, the pressure on him that time just didn't allow him to have time to get set and throw the ball over here, and it went a little wide on him. Excellent pressure coming on by the ends here at Graham tonight.
Third down and 12. Maybe head coach Carlock will shoot somebody this time.
It's about time for the Edwards show, though, I think, yes.
A draw to Edwards. I don't think so. Third down and 12 for the Bobcats, and they call a timeout with the score of the G-Men 7. The Bobcats 3 will pause for 60 seconds.
At College Avenue Chevron, we're with you all.
Insurance, we can provide you with one policy from Continental Insurance that covers both.
Okay, let me set the stage for you. It's third down and 12, the Bobcats. They're operating from their own 41-yard line. 6:06 remaining in the half. G-Men on top 7-3. Lindenberg surveys the defensive line of the G-Men. Drops back to pass. And a quickie across the middle. Knocked down by Brian Denham.
He had pressure on him that time, and Denham timed it just right, about 5 yards in there, and jumped up and knocked it down, didn't he, Rick?
Yeah, he sure did. They had the receiver split wide to the right and was going to bring him on a little quick slant back to the middle. Trouble was, Mr. Denham's hands was in the way when the ball got there.
So Casey Underwood will get set to kick again, this time to Surface and Ridley. Surface and Ridley will stand at their own 25-yard line. Underwood has been kicking line drives short. Low snap from center. Gets the kickoff. It's low. It's going to be fielded by Ridley at the 20. Stops and goes out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. G-Men will operate first and 10. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
What's really important? Oh, I'd have to say the family, kids, and my health.
Well, fishing's up there on my list.
You know, the older we get, the more we understand what's really important.
Just putting my feet on the floor for a new day.
I've always taken my good health for granted. Now, sometimes I worry.
When it comes to your good health, there's less to worry about than ever before. Bluefield Regional Medical Center. Bigger and better and right where you need us. At home in Bluefield.
First down and 10, G-Men. The pitch back to Ridley around the left side. Ridley with a little bit of block and breaks the tackle and almost turned it upfield. I'll tell you what.
Almost got that one, Cass.
In the press box with us now, Nick Colabo, the head football coach of the Gate City Blue Devils. We'll be talking to Nick at halftime. We've got a real good football game going on right now. Your second down and 4, G-Men. They operate from the 34. Go ahead.
Hey, let me tell you what, Cass. He kept following those blocks, and if he could have just kept his feet there, he had sailing down the sideline.
Ridley almost broke that one. G-Men look at second down and 5, 5:22 remaining in the half on top 7-3. Dudley takes the snap, and on the dive gives it to Banks, and Banks is tripped up, and he's going to be mighty close to a first down.
He's just going to be inches away if he didn't get it.
Wayne Lindenberg made the tackle there at time, Cass.
Wayne Lindenberg, the son of the head football coach of the Radford Bobcats.
Hey, we're going to have a measurement, looks like. Got officials timeout.
Officials timeout. While they measure, we'll pause for 30 seconds.
Mercy Sakes Alive. Tahoe pickups from $79.95. Prices include GM rebates and GMAC first-time buyers rebate. Get a convoy price on a new Chevrolet, only Cole can show you how. But the convoy sale's gonna end soon, so you better get moving now. The convoy sale only at Cole Chevrolet Cadillac Geo. That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Billy Banks has been chugging out some major yardage for the Graham High School G-men here in the first half, and he's got enough once again for a Graham High School first down. The G-men look at 1st and 10. They operate from their own 39-yard line, and we'll be under 5 minutes to play first half by the time they get this one underway. Dudley barks the signals, takes the snap, mix up in the backfield. Dudley will keep it, and that was a smart move on Bill's part.
Yeah, it looked like here for a second he was thinking about going ahead and pitching it back to the trail back, but luckily he was able to hang on to it and just go down with it.
Smart move that time by Bill.
Ridley will check out of the football game, and Belcher will check in for the G-men. We'll look at 2nd down and 10, 4:42 remaining first half. G-men put together a big score early on in the first quarter, and Radford tied it a few minutes ago. It's 7-3. Dudley takes the snap and surface on the carry on the trap, and Brent goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd down.
Hard yards when you're coming up the middle against Radford tonight. Line of scrimmage is going to be interesting to see who's dominated it come the end of the game.
Sam Warren, number 60 for Radford, clogged the middle up that time, and by the time he clogged it up, he had a lot of help there and no place for Brent to run.
Belcher will check out of the football game for the G-men as Ridley checks back in. It is 3rd down and 9. Let's see if the G-men put the ball in the air. Dudley takes a snap, and to Ridley. Ridley's got some running room and breaks the tackle. Ridley to the 40-yard line of the Bobcats on a great run.
A beautiful spin move that time. What do you think about that, Rick?
I'll tell you what, he came out of the backfield that time, had his speed built up, and he was about 2 steps away from going all the way with that one.
Andy Cochran makes a stop for the Radford Bobcats and a big first down for the G-men. If we could get 6 or 3 going into the halftime, that would leave Miss Mo on her side before they hit the locker room.
We'll take as many as we can get.
First down and 10, G-men from the Bobcat 40-yard line. Dudley takes the snap, gives to Ridley again. Ridley will be tripped up, gain of a yard. Wayne Lindenberg makes a stop for the Bobcats.
Trying to bring it back over the left side, but I'll tell you what I like so far, guys. This Graham offensive line has yet to let a ball carrier get trapped behind the line of scrimmage. Everything's been for positive yards so far.
This may be, and it probably is the best game they've had all year, this offensive line.
We're coming off the ball well, and anytime every play goes past the line of scrimmage, the offensive line's doing something right.
For the first 22 minutes, it has been real fine. Todd King wide to the left for the G-men from the wishbone. Dudley fakes, pops, looks downfield, and it is caught by King! King at the 10! 5! Oh, and he stepped up at the 2-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
That is going to be going for the helmet on that cast. What a catch that time. Concentration, he got the ball at and would not be denied.
I'll tell you what, it's about the same catch we saw. Was that him last week?
Yeah, yes, it sure was.
And took it away from the 2 defenders.
No, last week it was Alderman that took it away from the 2 defenders. But, you know, it's interesting. We were talking about Todd just a few minutes ago. He missed that interception, went right through his hands. There he was that time, took it right away from the defender, and the G-men look at 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it looked like he went well up in the air over top of both the guys to bring that one down. I could have swore I saw a trampoline he stepped on to jump up there and get it.
My boss would say that he visualized in that one instant himself catching the ball and taking it away from the Radford defender, and that's why he did it. I'd say it's raw talent. First down and goal from the 1. 7-3 the G-men on top. 2:53 remaining in the half.
I believe Brent Surface will get this ball.
We'll see what happens. Dudley barks the signal, surveys that Radford Bobcat line, gives it to Surface. Touchdown, G-men.
Oh, that was pure power running. Graham football from back 20 years ago.
Right up the middle. Let's just punch it in and get the points and get into that locker room for halftime.
That'll make it 13-3. Well, I'll tell you what, with 2:44 remaining in the half, and the Radford Bobcats, as powerful as they are offensively, we may have scored a little bit too soon.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to use your boss's advice and visualize Radford dropping the kickoff and us recovering it on about the 5-yard line this time, okay?
I'll let you folks out there in Radio Land visualize that as well, and maybe we'll see if we have any extra powers here. The kick is up. It is good. Austin perfect tonight. It's 14-3 G-men. We'll be back. We'll pause for 30.
Gearhart's men's clothing makes fall the best dressed of all seasons. And this Saturday only, you receive 20% off all new fall clothing. Plus, you can get 20% off any gift certificate. Purchase a gift certificate worth $100 and you pay only $80. Also this Saturday, Miss West Virginia Leah Lasker will be at Gearhart's from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. The sale is Saturday, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. with convenient parking. Gearhart's men's clothing, 1335.
You don't know what's going to happen next.
There's some hitting going on at Mitchell tonight. That's for darn sure. Delaney, Hairston, and Edwards back deep for the Radford Bobcats, and the G-man kick a squibbler. It's fielded at the 37-yard line.
Fumble here around midfield if they could.
That sounds like pretty good coaches thinking to me.
Been nice if it would have worked.
Well, we didn't visualize it.
No, that's right. We visualized him dropping the kickoff back here to 5.
It's first down at 10, Radford. They operate from their own 37-yard line. Lindenberg with Edwards in the backfield. Pitches back to Edwards around the left side, and he is caught from behind by Bunker, but slipped through Bunker's hands. And the final stop was knocked by King. Todd King made that stop after a great catch down here.
He's trying to hit that corner over there, and Graham was able to turn it back into the middle of the field, get the help over there to bring him down before he got to the first down.
Radford hurry-up offense, second down and 5. Wide out, one time. Well, both times, both sides. Stack backfield, there's the snap. Oh, shotgun, I'm sorry, Lindenberg. Takes the snap, passes out to the flat. It is incomplete and short and intended for Dwayne Pearson. It will be third down and 5.
Trying to get it going from a shotgun, try to get it out here to the flats, and hopefully the defender will miss the tackle and they'll be able to get the sidelines down to the end zone, but the pass was a little underthrown and hard to hang on to.
That pass looked like it slipped out of his hand just a little bit.
Big third down situation for the G-men defense, and a real big third down situation for the Bobcat offense. They'll operate from their 43-yard line, 1:49 remaining in the half, and head coach Lindenberg calls a timeout. With the score, the G-men 14 and Radford 3. There's 1:49 remaining in the half. The Bobcats, wideouts, both sides. They operate from the eye from their own 43, third and 5. Lindenberg barks the signals. Tried to draw somebody off, and it worked. Brian Denham jumps. And that's, or maybe that's Todd Massey. That's Todd Massey. That's going to cost time. Third down and 1. Bobcats from their 48-yard line. Lindenberg from the shotgun gives to Edwards. Edwards gets the first down up over midfield into G-men territory at the 48-yard line. It will be first down at 10, Bobcats. They'll mark it at the 47. The stop made by Chris Austin and Brian Denham of the G-men. Hurry up offense, 1:38 and counting, and now there's an official timeout on the field. Maybe a smart move by one of the football players out there down there.
I believe that's what's happened. He complained of a headgear problem, was able to get the timeout called.
Radford needs to go down the field and at least get 3 points out of this series, at least.
Radford looking at a first down and 10 situation. The ball rests at the G-men 47-yard line. There's 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining in the half. Well, tomorrow, big day for the Bluefield Beavers and head coach Freddie Simon. They've had a great season, and tomorrow they take it. There is a timeout on the field. G-men, tomorrow the one get one free, just like Kroger. First down at 10 for the Bobcats. Lindenberg takes a snap from center, dropping back to pass, looking downfield, looks to the flat on the left side. It is complete, and Edwards is close to a first down.
I believe we're going to spot him right there on the down marker, maybe a couple yards in front of it. That'll be a first down for Radford.
Todd King made the stop for the G-men.
And that was a touchdown saving tackle cast, because he had blocks set up over there, and the only one left was Todd.
1:27 and counting. First down at 10 from the G-men 37, Bobcats. From the eye with 2 wideouts. Lindenberg takes the snap, gives to Edwards, and Edwards is tripped up. And a great stop made by Brian Denham.
Number 83, the initial hit on that was Graham Thompson, and then Denham came in and finished him off.
Thompson slowed Edwards down in the backfield. Denham finished him off. And the Bobcats look at second down and 9 now, and the clock ticks under 60 to play in the half. Lindenberg Takes a snap, looks to throw, pops one, looks downfield, and it is incomplete and no flags.
I tell you what, that makes at least 4 times tonight Belcher has made a fantastic defensive play. Again, Belcher.
Well, I tell you what, Danny, that time Willie Delaney had that catch. Belcher had his back turned, and we just got lucky on that one.
Belcher got that hand in there.
I'll tell you what, I believe he played it just like he'd been coached. He watched the receiver the whole way and never turned back to look at the ball until he saw the receiver's hands go up, and that's the best way that you can defend a pass down the field like that.
I'll tell you what, if it was any better, I couldn't hardly stood it on that play.
Objection overruled. 3rd down and 9. Bobcats from their own 35-yard line. Or rather, the G-men 35. 45 ticks remaining. Wide out to the left, flanker left. Lindenberg fakes the pitch, looks downfield across the middle. It's intercepted. Brent Surface intercepts the football, and he's at the 25, 30, down the sidelines to the 40-yard line and knocked out of bounds. Brent Surface on a wonderful interception. He got the ball down at about the 20 and returned it for about 20 yards. And the G-men now can sit on it for 35 seconds or go for more. What do you think, guys?
I'd say it's time for a little play action. Let's throw the bomb one time.
Hey, let's go for it. I'll tell you what, we're cooking right now. Let's go for it.
Yeah, I'd say momentum's rolling. Let's throw it long.
Nick, what would you do right here? 1st down and 10. G-men from the Radford 42-yard line. Dudley takes the snap, gives to Ridley. Ridley with some blocking, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 49. The clock should stop. Well, they're saying he didn't knock him out of bounds.
Number 13, Casey Underwood made the stop there, Cass.
Now the clock has stopped. As the officials move it to the line of scrimmage, it will be marked at the 49-yard line.
Let's see if Carlock keeps it close to the left side to be able to get out of bounds to stop the clock each time we run a play.
2nd down and 2, G-men from our own 49, 25 ticks remaining first half. Dudley takes a snap, fakes, and on the bootleg, and that one's going to pick up maybe nothing. It's going to go back to the original line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field now, G-men. With the score, the G-men 14 and the Bobcats 3, 17 ticks remaining in the half. Let's talk a little bit about what Regency Real Estate and Auction Company in downtown Bluefield, Virginia can do. Maybe buying a home or buying some property. Regency Real Estate and Auction Company.
Right here it is.
Brent Surface will be flanked left. Todd King wide to the left. They operate from the eye. Dudley takes a snap, looks to throw. In the flat, he's got a man. Intercepted. Austin chasing Lindenberg, and who's going to make the stop? Bill Dudley makes the stop with 6 seconds remaining. 6 seconds in the half.
On the 5-yard line.
That ball probably should not have been thrown, I'll tell you. But I'll tell you what, it was great defense by the Radford Bobcats. Lindenberg waited for that one and picked it off and took it down to the 6-yard line at 1st and goal from the 6.
They should start this clock right now. The clock is started. 4.
Lindenberg takes the snap, looks at the end zone, and it is intercepted by Belcher. The G-men will take a 14-3 lead into the locker rooms at halftime. We've got a great football game here from Mitchell Stadium.
Yes, I'll tell you, all the folks that stayed home tonight, they have probably missed the 2 best quarters that Graham has played all season. Super Bowl game.
I think you're right about that, and they're going against some stiff opposition in the Radford Bobcats. 14-3 is the score. That you're doing just fine out there in Radio Land, and those bumps and those bruises will get better in time for next week's regional playoff game, and hopefully it'll be right here at Mitchell Stadium, and Brent will be a big star just for you, sweetheart. Hope you're feeling better. From all of us to you. 14-3 the score, and Austin will get set to kick off to Tommy Edwards, who is back deep for the Radford Bobcats. Also back there with him is Willie Delaney and Dwayne Pearson. Delaney, Pearson, and Edwards is the deep back. Austin approaches the football, boots it. It's going to come to Delaney at the 15. He's to the 20. 25, makes a nice move, and is popped from behind at the 30-yard line, and a nice pop by Leon Bradshaw.
I'll tell you what, he took it down here on the left side of the field about the 10-yard line. Looked like he was going to try to cross the grain of the field and head it back to the right, and then busted it back up the left side, and has a big hit by Graham to bring him down there.
Brian Denham also in on the stop for the Graham High School G-men. We're just underway, second half. Radford with the football. First and 10 from their 31, behind 14-3. Wide out to the right, flanker right. They operate from the eye. Lindenberg to Edwards in the middle, nowhere.
Graham defense, you're not going to get much on us up the middle tonight. Our linebackers are staying home and putting some good hits on, and it's going to be hard yardage up the middle against Graham defense.
That big G defense is up for this game tonight, Kiss.
They're big time up. They've been up for every Radford football game that we've played these guys. What? 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is the fifth one.
5 times in the last 3 years. Wide receiver to the right. They operate from the eye, flanker right. Pitch back to Edwards. Almost caught in the backfield. Almost a great stop made in there. Pickup of about 3 yards. Feel like I'm at home here. Somebody get the phone, please.
Hey, I heard a phone ring there, Cass. Get it.
It will be third down and 7 for the Bobcats from their own 31-yard line. 34, check that. This is a big, big third down to begin this second half of action. Wide out to the left in Delaney. From the eye, flanker left. Lindenberg takes a snap that gives to Edwards on a crossbuck, and a great tackle. Great tackle by Brian Denham, who made the stop along with Austin, and they've held the Bobcats.
I tell you, Denham had 2 blockers on him, but yet would not be denied that tackle.
Man, I'll tell you what, he's got some mega arms on him.
Yes, he does. And I'll tell you what, got to give Graham Thompson credit on that play as well. He turned that corner there and was right in on the tackle as well. Beautiful defense by Graham.
Surface and Ridley drop back deep for the G-men, and set to kick as Casey Underwood gets a good snap from center. Another seemingly low kick. Ridley fields it at the 33, 34-yard line and is popped at the 35. G-men will operate first and 10. We'll pause for 30.
You depend on your car to keep you moving, and your car depends on you to keep it running its very best. And that's why you can always depend on College Avenue Chevron for high-quality Chevron products and service. Like Chevron Supreme with Tetraline to help smooth out those knocks and pings and take your car's performance to a higher level. To keep you moving, all it takes is one quick stop at College Avenue Chevron in Bluefield. Chevron, we're with you all the way.
First out of 10, G-men. Dudley takes the snap from center, hands off to Surface, and Surface is caught in the backfield by Brett Toney. There'll be a loss on the play, and I believe that is the first time that the G-men have been caught behind the line of scrimmage.
You're exactly right. I was just getting ready to point that out. That was the first play we've had all game long that didn't go for positive yardage.
Second down and 11. Dan, what do you call?
I'll tell you what, about time for a draw, Cass.
Second down, 11. Dudley takes the snap from center. Crossbuck trap. There was movement in the backfield. Surface makes a great move, and a great down to 50, 45, 40, and thrown out of bounds. I thought that play was over about 30 yards ago.
He would not give up on that one, Cass. Just kept after it. He almost lost his foot in a time or two, but he laid right in there.
I'll tell you what, good hard running by Brent. He just put 2 real good moves and hurdled one would-be tackler to be able to get it down the field, but it looks like we're going to bring it back on us.
I see a big old flag down there. It looked like it might be in the area of holding.
Casey Underwood made the stop for the Radford Bobcats, but they're going to bring it back anyway. And the G-men will look at second down again. Ridley checks into the game. Belcher checks out. 8:58 remaining third quarter. The G-men over the Bobcats 14-3. Bobcats ranked number 2 in the state. A win tonight, and we'll be here next week.
That was just 5 yards, Cass. Procedure.
Alderman. Well, we've got 4 wideouts now. Dudley takes the snap, gives to Banks in the middle, and Banks picks up a yard. If that, it'll be third down.
I'll tell you what, that many wideouts split out wide and then try to run it back up the middle, it leaves it pretty well open for linebackers to be sitting there waiting on you.
Tom Tinley made that stop, Cass, number 76.
It's third down and 15 now for the Graham High School G-men. The ball resting at our own 30-yard line. 8:24 remaining third quarter. Dudley brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. Wishbone is the set. Dudley takes the snap, crossbuck trap. Brent surface around the right side. Brent makes that nice little sidestep, but nothing doing this time as he is stopped, and it'll bring up a 4th down for the G-men. Brandon Byers in on the stop of the Bobcats.
He couldn't get to the outside that time, Rick.
No, he's trying to hit this corner over here, and but he got past the initial end over here, but the trouble was the outside corner had stayed at home and didn't read the fake and was sitting there waiting on him.
This is where you need a good snap from center. Brian Denham will stand at his 22-yard lines. It'll be Edwards back deep for the Bobcats, and Brian puts some foot into it, gets a good punt. It's taken by Delaney. He fumbles it at the 15 to 10-yard line, cuts it back, boom! Oh. And he's taken down at the 10-yard line.
Hey, was that a hit or was that a hit? And look who it was.
Mike Gregory.
John Gunner.
And Gunner.
Gregory and Gunner, the Springville boys.
Yes, sir. The Springville boys on the tackle.
We need to come up with, maybe these guys need the name now. We'll call them the Springville Outlaws.
I'll tell you what, they play reckless enough to be called outlaws. These two guys, and Stiltner go after them hard and heavy every time.
Bobcats dodge a bullet as Delaney fumbled the punt and then was blasted by Gregory and Gunner. It is 1st and 10, Radford from their own 10-yard line. They've got 90 yards to go. 7 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Lindenberg barks the signals, takes the snap from center, fakes to Edwards, and gives on the trap to Delaney, or was that the end around?
They tried to fake the middle and take it around the end, and those ends, I tell you what, like we talked about, they had to turn in a big game, and they're certainly doing it so far.
They turned it in that time, and who was there but Chris Austin wrapping them big arms around him.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, all these guys got big arms on these G-men. Radford breaks from the huddle. They'll send 2 guys wide out. 1 to each side. They operate for the eye. 2nd down 10 from their own 10. Lindenberg looking downfield. He's got a man in the flat. It is complete. And that was Willie Delaney on the other end. It will be short of the 1st down.
About 2 yards short. He threw that little out pattern over there towards the sideline, and he was able to gather it up, but the ball was a little low, and he had no choice but to make a diving catch over there.
I'm going to go out on a limb and make a prediction. Guys, are you ready for it?
Go ahead.
Sooner or later, we're going to pick that off, and we're going to take it back for 6.
I hope you're right, Kes.
More than likely, it will be a button hook, though.
We just need a little more pressure on the quarterback.
3rd down and 2. Big 3rd down for the Bobcats from their own 18. Lindenberg looks to throw. He's got a man. It is complete, and he's got the 1st down.
Just split your man out, run him about a yard past the 1st down marker, and hit him with a little short pass.
Hairston makes the catch.
I'll tell you, that ball was thrown right at his knees, Kes, and he caught it on the way down there. There's no way to defend that catch.
1st down and 10, Bobcats. They operate from their own 23-yard line. 5:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Hairston moves out wide to the right. They've got a flanker right in Delaney. They operate from the eye. Lindenberg surveys, pitches back to Edwards. Edwards with some running room, and Edwards, just on sheer talent, picks up about 3 or 4 yards, but he was smoked out by the G-men defense.
Trying to run just that little quick pitch back to him and let him try to get the corner. And those Graham defensive ends are just staying home and turning the play back in every time.
Bunker made a hit on him there, Kes, but he still surged ahead there.
Bunker did slow him down, and that's important when it's Edwards with the football. 2 wideouts from the eye. 2nd down 7 from the 28. There's the snap from center. Lindenberg will throw it. It is almost picked off.
Oh, how close that was.
Almost picked off that time by Belcher, and Todd King also in on the coverage.
Tell you what, Todd jumped in front of that pass and was able to tip it up, and Belcher was coming for a tackle and just overran the ball. If he'd looked up about a second earlier, he'd had that one and been gone to the end zone.
Been 6 big points.
We're going to catch that. I believe you're right, Cass. We're going to pick that pass off before it's over with tonight.
3rd down and 7, because they're going to have to throw it, it looks like. Edwards still hasn't broken a big one, but I look for him to do that as well coming up here sometime. 2 wideouts from the eye. Lindenberg looks to throw. He's being chased. Throws it to Edwards in the flat. Bunker chasing Edwards, and Bunker makes a great stop.
Bunker made the stop there, slowed him down, and Belcher came up and finished him off, Cass.
Bunker and Belcher, and Bunker takes a bow.
I tell you, he deserves a bow on that one. They ran a little, looked like a delayed screen over here to the left side, And Steve came from middle linebacker position, was able to get in behind those big blockers and make the tackle.
4th down, and Radford will have to punt the football. Casey Underwood getting a workout tonight. He'll stand at his own 18-yard line. Ridley and Surface back deep for the G-men. There's the punt. It's going to be fielded by Ridley. Fair catch call for at the 35, and we'll pause for 30 seconds.
You know, a lawyer in a small town should serve his community. After graduating from Graham High School, the University of Virginia, and the law school at the University of Richmond, Jim and Kay Dudley returned to their hometown of Bluefield, Virginia, way back in 1973. Now, Jim has served on the school board of Tazewell County for 12 years, and he's also on the board of directors at the Bluefield Chamber of Commerce. While maintaining an active interest in our community, Jim has established a full-service law practice offering free consultations on all matters. Now, whether your need is real estate, personal injury, domestic, or general legal advice, call 703-322-3454 for an appointment. Attorney Jim Dudley.
Dudley takes the snap from center, hands off to Brent Surface, and Brent picks up about 3 yards before he's stopped by Brandon Vyers. Simple little off-tackle play, and it's good for 3 yards at 2nd down 7.
Yeah, trying to come off the right side of a tackle over here, and Brent's able to get the shoulders squared up and get down the field for about 3 yards.
G-men from the wishbone from our own 39-yard line. Dudley takes the snap on the keeper. Dudley's got some running room and a 1st down. Dudley behind blockers will finally be pulled down at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Dudley would have got major yards in that catch, but they got a hold of his jersey and hung on there.
Bill was almost gone on that one had they not got a hold of that jersey.
I'll tell you what, that one hand that was hanging on to that jersey was hanging on for dear life. If he got away, he'd been gone.
Wayne Lindenberg.
1st down at 10, G-men. Bobcat 48-yard line.
Here comes this offensive line. They're opening up some good holes and moving that Radford defense back.
From the wishbone, the G-men, Dudley. Barks the signals, takes the snap, crossbuck trap to Greg Ridley. Ridley makes a nice move, and Ridley's got another 1st down for the G-men.
Say what, same play, different side of the field, and they opened up a big hole over there on that left side in between tackle, and he was able to turn it up for another big 10 yards.
I'll tell you, saving 6 points there, but Sam Warren, number 60 for Radford.
Boy, it does your heart good when you see that offensive line blasting off the ball like that and pushing people 3 and 4 yards back off the ball.
They are playing a heck of a game tonight.
Belcher into the football game for Ridley. It's Banks, Surface, and Belcher in the backfield for the G-men with Dudley at quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 37 of Radford. Hand off to Belcher, and Randy's got about 3 or 4 yards.
Tell you what, the power of football is even working right now.
Wayne Lindenberg once again on stuff. Sorry about that, birthday boy.
I'll just say that the coach's son made that one.
Yes. Danny's celebrating a birthday tomorrow. My.
I might be.
2nd down and 7. G-men for the 29 of the Bobcats. 2:15 remaining 3rd quarter. Dudley takes the snap, crossbuck trap, Brent Surface, and Brent's got maybe a yard on the carry.
See what, they filled that hole real quick. They didn't bite any of the fakes, and Brent didn't have really anywhere to run that time. The Radford players just moved off the blocks a little well on that play.
All second effort on that right there. What yards did he got?
It is 14-3. The G-men on top of the number 2 ranked team in the state, the Radford Bobcats. 14-3 the score. If the G-men pull this one out, we'll be at home next week against Gate City right here at Mitchell Stadium. Probably game time 1:30 as per usual on Saturday. Dudley with a 3rd down at 7 situation. Takes the snap from center. Pitches back to Brent Surface. Surface is knocked up to about the 30-yard line, 29. It'll be 4th down.
It'll be a little short. Looks like it's going to be about 2.5 yards short.
What are we going to do here, guys? We go for it or kick it to the coffin corner down here?
Go for it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I would almost go for a field goal.
It's a little bit cold tonight for that long one, I believe. What do you think, Eric?
Tell you what, the ball doesn't seem to be carrying well tonight from what we've seen on the kickoff, so I'd say let's go for it and try to get on down the field.
The coach is going with you guys. It is 4th down at 2. The G-men going for it at the Bobcat 29-yard line. Todd King split out wide to the left. Dudley takes the snap from center. Pitches back. There's a fumble. And Dudley will fall on it at the 45-yard line where the Bobcats will take over. 1st and 10. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
We have choices in life. We can change things, but most people get locked into habits like carrying 2 separate policies, one for their car, another for their home. They don't even think about changing it, which results in less protection for more money. Who needs that when there's Link Plus, the consolidated package protection for your home, your car, and most of your personal belongings? Remember, you do have a choice. We hope you'll choose Flat Top Insurance and Continental Link Plus. To learn more about Link Plus, contact Flat Top Insurance today in Bluefield and Princeton.
Bobcats with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 13 seconds remaining third quarter. One wide receiver to the right, Lindenberg dropping back to pass. Looks to throw, he's got a man, and it is complete. A pickup of 8 yards, and a shoestring stop made by Brent Surface. Actually, I don't believe Brent. I think just the guy was trying to move out of the way of Brent and lost his footing.
That could have been 6 points, Rick.
Yeah, they ran that fake.
Into the third quarter with a score, the G-Men 14, the Bobcats 3. We will keep it right here. And go see them today, Bland Street in Bluefield. Well, see them tomorrow. They're closed now. 2nd down and 1, Bobcats. G-Men 46. They give it to Edwards. Edwards breaks a couple of tackles, plows his way. He may go all the way. Surface chasing him. Touchdown, Radford. It will be 14 to 10, and I'll tell you what, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Tell you what, he took it right off the left guard over there and was able to get it right into the middle of the secondary, and it had some big boys up in front of him. He's able to break it down the field and get to the end zone.
So Edwards tacks another 45, 50 yards onto his already 1,700 yards on the 1991 season, and they're going to go for 2.
They're going to get 2 more points here. They're going to leave it to where it's not going to be decided on a field goal, I do believe. We're going to try to get these 2 points in here. Better watch that little post pattern to the corner of the end zone over here on the pass.
It is 14 to 9. We are just underway in the fourth quarter, and Radford, as per usual, going to make it interesting. There's the snap from center. Lindenberg looks to throw, looks in the end zone, and it is caught. Knocked by Brian Denham and then caught in the end zone for the 2, and it will be 14-11. Bobcats will kick off to the G-Men. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Medical Center takes heart disease seriously with the addition of the region's only cardiac catheterization.
Now what kind of kicker are we going to see, Rick? Is he going to boot it or is he going to swivel it?
I'll say he's going to boot it deep, and we're going to try trapping us down here deep in our own territory.
Going to knock it all the way back, Kess, to the fence.
Casey Underwood set the kickoff for the Bobcats. There's the whistle from the ref, and here's the kick. It's a squibbler. And it is fielded by the up-back Billy Banks, and Banks is tripped up and tackled at about the 37-yard line.
Radford came up with football after the play, but I believe we're going to say he's already whistled down. His knee was on the ground when the ball came out.
It was blow dead there, but his knee hit that ground. They thought they had to recover it.
Well, now is a very interesting situation for the Graham High School G-Men offensive unit. They need to put a long drive together or break one. But they need to pick up, what do you say, about 7 or 8 first downs?
A long drive, Kess. 6 points on the scoreboard.
From the wishbone, Dudley takes the snap, gives to Ridley in the middle. Ridley breaks a couple of tackles, and Ridley picks up some good yardage, about 7 on the play.
Greg brought that back up off the left side here, and he had those big old legs and moving. He carried about 4 people up the field with him to pick up about 5 or 6 yards.
Casey Underwood made the stop there for Radford that time, Kess.
Big first down play for the G-Men, and 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. They mark the ball at the G-Men 34-yard line. 11 minutes remaining in the football game. Dudley barks the signals, takes the snap, crossbuck trap to Brent Surface around the right side. Brent is close and picks up the first down.
Tell you what, Brent got that corner and put that little side step move on him over there on the right side and was able to get in between 2 defenders and pick up that first down.
Dickie Good made the stop for the Radford Bobcats. Boy, I'll tell you what, Greg Ridley has come into his own in the last few ball games. Don't you guys agree with that?
I definitely agree with that, Kess. Super play.
First down at 10 G-Men with a football at their own 41-yard line. Bill Dudley takes a snap from center, hands off to Ridley. Ridley looking for running road, breaks it, Ridley almost broke that one, ladies and gentlemen. He's close to another G-Men first down at midfield. They'll mark it at the G-Men 49-yard line.
Brandon Byers caught him by his shoestrings, or that'd have been gone.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. He had the shoestring on that one. It was the only thing that saved him. Greg had cut that back and sidestepped him and looked like you had a step past him when he reached out and grabbed the top of his shoelace there.
Another big first down play for the G-Men. That's the way you like your first downs to go. Now it's 2nd and 4 from the G-Men 47. 10 minutes remaining in the football game. Dudley to Banks. Close to the first down.
This looks like it's going to be just about a half a yard short.
Well, we've got 2 downs to get there, I believe. Don't you think we'd go 2 downs?
I believe we'll get right here on the next down. He's only about a half a yard short of that first down, and I think just good power football up the middle will get us first down on this one.
I'd still like to see a play-action pass right here.
Straight up the middle is what I want, Ken.
Play-action pass or a bootleg. 3rd down and 1. G-Men from our own 49-yard line. There's a snap from center. They give it to Ridley. First down, G-Men. Into Radford territory at the 46 of Radford.
I'll tell you what, Greg is not going to come down on the first hit tonight. I've yet to see him take down on the first initial hit. He churns out 2 or 3 more yards each time that he is up.
He was hit, he was spun, and he got a couple extra yards on his own, and Casey Underwood brought him down.
This is a good sustained drive right here, eating up time and moving the ball as well.
9:13 remaining in the football game. G-Men 1st and 10 from the Radford 46. There's the snap from center. Ridley on the carry. Ridley breaking some... I tell you what, Ridley is a man on a mission tonight.
I tell you what, he's only got one mission, that's to move a ball up the field, and he's certainly doing it.
And I'll tell you what, they're having some trouble bringing Mr. Ridley down tonight.
Mr. Underwood made the tackle again there, Kess, or rather pushed him out of bounds.
And you know, that sometimes is Mr. Edwards going off of the field there, hobbled a little bit, Danny. Tommy Edwards, the bread and butter man for the Radford Bobcats, hobbling off the field. Looked like he's having a little problem with his ankle. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the G-Men. They mark the football. Now it is at the 48-yard line. There's a snap from center. Dudley to Surface on the crossbuck. And Surface is thrown for a loss.
Trying to get around that corner on the right side, but the good pursuit and the whole Radford defense strung that line out, and he wasn't able to turn the corner.
At the end of that play there, Brandon Byers caught up with him out there in the end.
They're keying on Brent tonight. That is obvious. Everything that Brent's gotten tonight, he's gotten it on sheer talent. 3rd down at 12, G-Men. 8:29 and counting in the football game. A win means a regional berth right here at Mitchell Stadium. They got the regional berth, but we'll play here. There's the snap from center. Mix up in the backfield, the handoff to Banks, and it will be 4th down.
4th down and a long 11. We'll have to kick it back. Maybe we can pin them down here inside the 10-yard line.
Cats, they'll stand at about their own yard line. Remember the big fake in Christiansburg, guys.
I don't believe we're going to see it this time, though, Kess.
Well, I don't either, but remember it. 4th down 11. There's the snap from center. It's a good one. Denham gets the kickoff. It's a low one, and it is fielded at the 12-yard line by Hairston, and he's dropped immediately by, let's see, I started to say Mike Gregory, kind of getting used to that, but it's John Gunner is down there along with Ridley, and the Bobcats will operate 1st and 10.
Busted out the middle on us. Now we got to play the whole football field right here.
Radford's got a lot of confidence going right now. They send a wide out to the right flanker right, and from the eye, there's a snap to give us to Edwards in the middle. Edwards plows for about 3 or 4 yards, and the clock continues to tick. 7-11.
That was pure power running that time by Edwards. On that run right there, you can just tell just how strong he really is.
That's the same play that he busted just a little bit ago for that 6 points, but Graham was able to contain the middle and bring him down after a gain about 4 or 5 yards.
2nd down and 5. Hairston moves out, split wide right. They operate this time from the pro set. Lindenberg at quarterback. Takes the snap, gives to Edwards. Edwards breaks it around the left side and is knocked out of bounds by Billy Banks inside King at the 40, check it, about the 36-yard line. It will be enough for a Radford first down.
Tell tell you what, he's certainly a power runner. I watched him hit one guy over there and move him about 3 or 4 yards back, whip him down the field. This kid's not only fast, but a power runner as well.
He's got a lot.
Where he goes, they're going to go.
Let's hope so.
First down and 10, Bobcats from their own 35. Pro set, Lenenberg, the quarterback. Takes the snap from center. The give is to Edwards, and he's caught in the backfield, but still breaks it for about 3 or 4 yards. Brian Denham makes a stop for the G-men from behind.
I tell you what, this kid has plenty of power in these legs. He was called at the line of scrimmage and was able to still pick up 3 yards on that play.
It's second down and 6, Radford, and the clock rolling. It will be under 6 minutes to play in this football game as they get this one off. Harrison will move out wide to the left for the Bobcats. They'll operate this time from the eye on the second down 6 situation. Lenenberg gives to Ed. No, yeah, he's looking downfield. And it is oh my God.
Oh, how close that was, yes.
Almost intercepted, intended for Harrison, and Ridley got his hands on it. The ball was well underthrown, up for grabs, and Radford dodges a bullet.
Yeah, Greg had his hands all over it, but just couldn't bring the bobbling act down. He bobbled it about 3 times there before it finally hit the ground.
It was so just a little bit behind him, and he was sure trying to get that.
Third down and 6, Radford, 5:53 remaining in the game. Harrison moves out wide to the left. They'll operate from the pro set. Lenenberg surveys the defensive line, takes a snap, gives to Edwards, and he's caught in the middle short for the first down.
Thompson shot across that time, and Denham finished him off.
Tell you what, that was the same play they had scored on. They tried to bring him up the right side, and there was just too many Graham players sitting there waiting for him to be able to get the ball up the field.
There is a flag on the play, and it's going to go against the G-men. Defensive holding. I assume on one of the tight ends, huh? Or now he's making another call. What's that, Dan?
Looks like a personal foul, isn't it, Rick?
On the headgear. Somebody smacked him upside the head, and that's a definite no-no in high
big 15.
A big 15 yards, and now the Bobcats are into G-men territory at the G-men 43 and an automatic first down.
Oh, and we had them held, too, gentlemen.
We would have got the ball on that one. A little mental mistake right there.
5:36 and counting. Harrison wide to the right. Pro set right for the Radford Bobcats. There's the snap from center. Lenenberg fakes, and he's caught it behind. Oh, what a beautiful play by Graham Thompson. He dodged his blocker, and boom, boom, boom.
I tell you what, he pushed that defensive tackle all the way back into the backfield with him and took him and the quarterback down. Now, is that defense or is that defense?
That was Sam Warren. He pushed back that one super play that time.
Pushed him the whole way back with him as he was coming.
Lenenberg took his steps back to pass, and when he turned around, he was staring in the eyes. Graham Thompson made that great stop. Second down and 19. Lenenberg takes the snap, looks to throw again, looks downfield. He's got a man. It is complete and knocked out of bounds at about the G-men 39-yard line. It'll be third down and about 7 or 8 for the Bobcats with 4:48 remaining.
Randy Belcher hit him that time and knocked him out.
Good coverage by Randy. As soon as he hit, the hands touched the ball, Randy was dead on him and was knocking him down at the same time he was catching it.
So I tell you, that ball was put right where it's supposed to be.
Third down at 7, Radford Bobcats. Clock is stopped with 4:48. Wideouts both sides from the eye. He takes a snap, looks to throw, and is bobbled, caught, touchdown. I'm sorry, gee whiz, guys. Todd King makes the stop. It will be close to a first down, but it's going to be short, I believe, by about a yard.
Maybe yard and a half. Well, we're going to have to make a gut decision right here on what they're going to do. I'll say this late in the game, they're going for a first down.
Absolutely. Fourth down and a yard. 4:23 remaining in the football game.
Time for a real big defensive play from Graham on this one. We need to stop this first down from happening right here.
This is a finesse football team. Watch out for the play-action pass. I'll tell you what. Harrison wide to the left. Lenenberg takes a snap to give it to Edwards, and he has got the first down, I believe. But he's got it just by about an inch. I believe they're going to measure it.
He might even come up a little short. It's going to be real close on this marker here.
I believe he's got it, gentlemen. It's going to be awful close, but I believe he's got it.
They've already marked it as a first down on the scoreboard, but they're going to measure. And, of course, the referees have the last say, don't they, gentlemen?
Nobody can make that call but the head linesman down there.
It's going to be awful close.
I'd love to see it come up maybe an inch or two short.
3:56 remaining in the football game. This is a big measurement. And it is a Radford first down.
Football length, gentlemen.
14-11 the score. Radford with a football now at the G-Men 33-yard line. First down and 10.
We need a big defensive play here, Cass. A turnover.
Turnover would certainly be sweet right here to be able to get the ball back.
Harrison moves out wide to the left for the Radford Bobcats. They operate from the eye with a flanker left. Lindenberg pitches back to Edwards. Edwards looking for running room around that left side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Headed back, and he breaks another tackle, and he's all the way up to about the 12-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Flag's on the play, gentlemen.
I believe I saw a late clip there, guys. I can't swear to it, but I believe it's going to come back on a clipping call.
A beautiful run by Tommy Edwards. I'll tell you what, that guy is electrifying. He is unbelievable out there when he gets that football.
Yeah, I believe once he turned the corner there and got past his end, the end made a mistake and hit Ridley in the back as he turned the corner.
It's a face mask against the G-men down here, and there's a flag back here. So what are we going to have here, guys? Maybe offsetting penalties? First down. First down.
They declined the face mask back here as he went around the corner. I thought he got clipped. Instead, they called the face mask.
It is first down Radford. First down and 10. They mark the football at the G-Men 11-yard line, I believe. G-Men 11-yard line. Check at the 12-yard line with 3:29 remaining. Wide receiver to the right. Flanker right from the eye. Lindenberg will obviously pitch it back to Edwards. Edwards on the carry. He'll go nowhere this time, folks, as he is met by the GD head on.
I believe that was Mr. Denham that stepped in there and filled that hole and just knocked him dead down to the ground.
Along with Todd Massey that time. Denham and Massey.
The law firm. 1 yard pickup on the play. It's second down and 9. This is just like last year's game.
Exactly like last year's.
There's flags all over the field, and that's going to go against the Bobcats, I believe.
Yeah, so it's going back them up. A little motion there. That'll be 5 yards again.
It'll be second down and 14.
I believe every referee on the field saw him move on that play.
It's Excedrin time, Coach Lindenberg.
What a game, I tell you.
It's like two bull goats coming around from around the back of my head and meeting in the middle. Second down and 14. They mark the ball at the G-Men 16-yard line. There's 2:48 remaining. G-Men on top, 14-11, and we've got a barn burner from Mitchell, as per usual. Flanker right, wide out right. From the eye, pitch back to Edwards around the right side. And Edwards is stopped again. A great tackle made by Billy Banks.
Along with King, Kiss.
Todd King and Billy Banks team up.
Trying to get that little pitch back off the right side over here, and nothing doing. The Graham defense playing beautiful ball that time and had him read out the whole way.
Third down and 14. Obvious passing situation for the Bobcats.
I'll tell you what, sitting here looking across the field, there's a big sign over here that says showtime. And boy, if that doesn't say it all right now, can't think of anything else that would.
All 5 games have been.
Delaney wide to the left. Harrison wide to the right from the eye. Lindenberg looks to throw, looking downfield, looking in the end zone. It is broken up by Belcher.
Belcher again makes a save in touchdown play, Cass.
I'll tell you what, he has broke on those passes beautiful all night long. Every time a ball's in the air, Randy has broke about the time the ball gets to the receiver and is able to knock it down.
He has timed his hits perfectly tonight.
Okay, gentlemen, they're going for 3 here.
Fourth down, and Casey Underwood is going for 3 from 17 out. A 27-yard field goal, and the G-men call a timeout to make him think about it. And while they call that timeout with a score of the G-men 14, Radford 11, boy, we got a game here. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
Gearhart's Men's Clothing makes fall the best dressed of all season. Any gift certificate. Purchase a gift certificate worth $100 and you pay only.
Oh, we want a heck of a surge.
Casey Underwood going for a major big field goal here. From the 17, it'll be a 27-yard attempt. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is no good. Wide to the right. How sweet it is. No good. Wide to the right. The G-men will take over with 1:52 remaining in the football game.
Hey, Cass, I'll tell you, just for a split second there, I thought the G-men had jumped off sides.
I did too.
I really did there.
I was watching the ref, and he was right down there, bent down, watching that line of scrimmage. I agree, Danny. I thought that they had jumped as well.
Somebody, though, I'll tell you what I believe happened out there. Somebody was playing the ball, watching the football. When the football was snapped, it was so fast that it looked like they were offsides. There's a timeout, Radford. And we'll keep it right here. Boy, I'll tell you what, now it's just a situation of holding on to that football. Finally, we got a little luck at Mitchell. Let's see if we can capitalize on it. Dudley takes the snap from center, and the give is to Ridley. They tackle the football at the 20-yard line, and there's a timeout, Radford. With the score, the G-men 14, Radford 11. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
Laurel Mountain Medical, the oxygen specialists in this area, are proud to be a part of this Graham High School football broadcast. And Laurel Mountain Medical says good luck to both teams in the 1991 season. Laurel Mountain Medical specializes in...
WBDI will be on location live. There'll be free blood pressure checks, free cholesterol screening, and free blood sugar tests as well from Humana. Second down and 9, G-men from our own 21-yard line. 1:45 remaining in the game. Dudley takes the snap. They give us to Ridley. Ridley breaks the tackle, and he is close to a G-man first down, but it's going to be third down, and we've got a G-man down on the field, and I believe it's Todd King. There's another timeout for Radford.
That may be their last timeout, Kiss.
1:38 remaining in the football game.
Looks like tempers are getting a little heated up down there. Refs are stepping in saying, hey, guys, it's been a great game, but let's calm the tempers down.
Well, I'll tell you, at this point in the game, okay, we played Radford 5 times since '88, and they've got to say, what does it take to beat these G-men? Are we snake bit?
He had been down, and the refs, didn't see him down and didn't allow him onto the field, and Carlock felt like they should have been out there earlier.
I'd like to see a replay on that.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, the G-men fans are getting into it right now.
They're yelling Todd King, Todd King. It's Todd that's down on the field, I believe.
Well, I'm not for certain, Jess. I haven't seen his number yet. Well, there's one thing about it. They want to get him off that old cold ground there. I don't think it's anything real serious, but you got to get him up off that cold ground and get him out where it's good and warm, and maybe let's just hope maybe it's a leg cramp or something.
I'll tell you what, on cold nights like this, when your muscles are nice and warmed and then they cool down a little bit, the cramps are really hard to prevent.
That's right.
Todd King, of course, is the student government president for the Graham High School folks out there.
Super kid, Kiss. Good student, fantastic kid. I'll tell you what, he's a good gentleman.
And a great football player.
Yeah, that's correct. Played a heck of a game tonight.
All the G-men have played a great game. The Radford Bobcats have played a super game. And once again, we're stopped here at Mitchell Stadium. And I want to remind you that you're in tune to the radio home of the Graham High School G-men, Country 106 WBDY FM 106.3, serving Bluefield, Princeton, and Tazewell. Still a lull in the action due to the injury. G-men on top 14-11. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, we're back here live, and Jay, still waiting. Taking Todd King off of the field now.
Okay, they're going to get him out there where it's good and warm, Kiss. Probably take him on up to the hospital. Just check him out, make sure everything is all right, and we hope everything will be okay for him.
Fingers crossed. Everybody out there say a prayer for Todd King.
Yes.
Third down and 2 is the situation for the G-men. 1:38 remaining in this football game. Surface and Ridley in the backfield. Bill Dudley barks the signals. calls a timeout, trying to draw him offside.
He was trying his best to get somebody to jump across that neutral zone right there.
With that timeout, we'll pause for 30 seconds. In with the football at around 28. 1:38 remaining in the football game. Dudley barks the signals, takes the snap, gives to Surface around the right side. Brent breaks it. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. Midfield and out of bounds. First down and a flag on the play.
Flag on the play over there. Hit him out of bounds, Cass. What a play that time.
Brent Surface ran out of bounds on his own accord and was hit, just barely touched by Willie Delaney, but you do that and it's 15.
Yeah, well, after that big gain, we'll take the extra 15. Let's get it on down towards the end zone down here. All we need to do now is run the clock out.
Let's win this one for Todd King.
That's right. From Hascass.
First down and 10, G-men from the Radford 31. Let's go ahead and get 6 more, guys. What do you say? There's the snap from center. Dudley gives it to Ridley. Stiff arms, one man. He's got a clear field. Go all the way. Touchdown. 31 yards out.
Oh, how sweet it is.
31 yards out.
I tell you what, once he had that corner turn, it was clear sailing and nobody was going to catch Greg.
So the previously unbeaten Radford Bobcats, barring any miracles, have been beaten in 1991, and they've been beaten by the same team that has beat them 4 times in a row. The Graham High School G-men looking at a regional playoff game next Saturday right here, 1:30. And you can hear all the action right here on WVDY. There's the snap for center. The kick is up. It's perfect. 21-11. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
Nationwide is on your side.
When it comes to life insurance, whether you're single or married, man or woman, buying short-term security or planning for retirement, Nationwide agents are trained to provide the type of insurance you need in an amount you can afford. Call one today.
In Bluefield, Virginia, call your friendly Nationwide insurance agent, Smokey Blaylock. Give Smokey a call at 326-1461. That's 326-1461.
Well, Cass, I'll tell you what, this brings back memories. After that touchdown, when the kids come off the field after the extra point, Coach Mars runs out, gives 2 or 3 of them a big old hug. It reminds me of those playoff days back in '89.
Danny, can you hear anybody warming up in the background?
Hey, let me tell you what, on that run of surfaces, I saw the fat lady come over the hill, and was she humming.
There's the kick. It's taken by Edwards at the 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet. 50. And all the way to the G-men 45-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds, but surface over there.
That was Ridley on that last run from 31 yards out, Greg Ridley.
And all set up by a big run that Brent had around the right side to get him down here to spring that big touchdown run.
I'll tell you what, Denham set up one super block on that run of Ridley's.
There's 1:12 remaining in this football game. The score, 21-11, the G-men on top.
Looks like they're talking to them. I haven't seen a flag yet, Cass, but they're talking to the Radford players, unless we can't see the flag over there.
Now they're talking to the G-men coaches.
Okay, there was a penalty over there against the Graham, but it was declined, and they got the ball right at the where he went out of bounds.
First down and 10 for the Radford Bobcats. They mark the football at the G-men 47-yard line. There are 72 ticks remaining in this football game. Radford sends wideouts to both sides of the field, and Harrison and Delaney, they operate from the eye. Edwards back there. There's the snap from center. The pass is good to Delaney. Nope, he bobbled it, and it is incomplete. And that will stop the clock.
Just couldn't.
Lindenberg dropping back the pass, looking downfield. He's got a man open. It is complete to Delaney, and he'll be popped and tackled shy of the first down at the G-men 39-yard line.
64. Mr. Bucker made the tackle that time.
53 seconds and counting. Hurry up offense for the Bobcats. Lindenberg from the shotgun. Wideouts on both sides of the field. Takes the snap from center. Looking to the flat. Underthrown and incomplete. Intended for Harrison. 38.
Excuse me, look like this.
4th down and 2. Bobcats, their last hope. They gave us to Edwards. He gets the first down and some. And Billy Banks puts the hurting on him at the 35-yard line of the G-men, along with Mr. Bunker.
Timeout long enough to move a chains here on the first down.
2 wide receivers. Pro set, Lindenberg tries back to pass. And it's picked off by Belcher. Belcher down the sidelines is huffing and puffing. He's going to make it. I believe he's going to take it all the way. Go, Randy. Go, Randy. Go!
And let me tell you, Jeff, he deserved that because has he played a game tonight?
Randy Belcher. Boy, I'll tell you what, folks. He has played a game.
I'll tell you what, he waited on that pass all night long. He had been close about 3 or 4 different times, and this one was his, and it was touchdown city.
I told you we'd get one.
You told me. You said it was coming.
Yes, I believe that was 72 yards.
Who cares? It was a long one. 27-11, the G-men have beaten the Radford Bobcats, the number 2 football team in the state. We're going to be right here next week.
It was so long at the time he crossed the goal line, he was trying to pull a little extra air into those lungs.
Well, let me tell you what, I bet you Butch and Rita are absolutely excited to death right now.
Boy, I'll bet they are. I know I am. 27-11, Randy Belcher, I tell you, he has had one whale of a football game, and hands down, you know what. Austin is set to go for the extra point, and I'll tell you what, old Chriso has been El Perfecto from the PAT point.
That's correct.
There's the snap from center. The kick is up. Uh-oh. He missed one.
Hey, that would look like it was partially blocked there by number.
Bottom line is, it's 27